every bad decision that our government makes, you become responsible for it financially. Okay, let me go a little further with that. Every bad financial decision our government makes, the American people bear the burden of it. Jerome Powell says he's confident, or you. Jerome Powell says that the Fed has made quite a bit of progress on inflation, but needs more confidence before cutting. So I wrote this down in my phone. Jerome said that I write stuff down in my phone while I'm listening to the meeting, and I never get to write it down here all the time. So he says, the trend of disinflation appears to be resuming. So if you don't know what disinflation is, disinflation is the slowing of the pace of price inflation, meaning prices are coming down little, even if it's 1 cent, prices are coming down, right? He says he needs to be more confident before reducing rates, which means giving us a rate cut. He says the Fed doesn't see 2% inflation this year or next year. That's big, right? Now, y'all know my thing. I've said this for a while. I don't think we ever need to go back to 2%. I think the new normal needs to be 3%, right? I think the new normal needs to be 3%. But for some reason, they think that 2% is the gauge. Now, here's what I do know. Watch this. The ECB, which is the European Central Bank, has already started cutting rates. Banks around the world, central banks around the world, are going to start cutting rates. That is going to force America to cut rates because they're not going to want the American dollar to be that strong. I like the way you look. So what happens is, when the American dollar is that strong compared to other things, you don't want it to be like that because now it costs too much. It's hard to do business with us. You want other countries to be able to do business with us. You don't want a weak dollar, but you want a confident dollar, right? So if everybody else cutting rates and your dollar's still here, it doesn't give people the initiative to reach out and do business with you. But if you cutting rates and they cutting rates, it makes it easy for people to say, you know what? Let's go. Because if everybody rates like this, then it's like, all right, everybody's stuff high. But if we now breaking our rates down and your rates still through the roof, we don't want to go over there because it's costing us too much to do business in our country. So we can go out the American goods if it's going to cost us this much. Am I making sense here? This is a lesson. So they had a meeting today. It was Jerome Powell, it was the ECB, and it was like 2 more people. So remember, every country, the goal is to do business with everybody. Now, China and Russia have put themselves like, you know what? But China has an edge over Russia because China is a manufacturing country. Which is why, even though I'm not a fan of him like that, see, I don't get emotionally involved into things that people say, but Donald Trump said something a while back, maybe 2 years ago. He said, if we don't start creating businesses in America and take them from China, then we will be a slave to China. And you never want to be a slave to your enemy. Right? Like we can do business, but it got to be on an equal playing field, not because I need you. See, sometimes what we got to do is we got to take our emotion out because even a dog will bark at the right time sometime. Like when a dog barking, you can't always say he barking at nothing. So we got to be willing to listen. America has to stop going to China for cheap labor because the products and goods that they get made in China is making us dependent on China. And so now China say, here's our leverage. So what America has to do is create an infrastructure in America. But the thing about that is it will 100% cost the American people a little bit more money. But the byproduct of that is it becomes a more stable America. Ooh. You feel me? So we need that. Next one. The budget deficit is very large and unsustainable. Okay, let's dig into that more too. Okay, we need America to stop, watch this. We need America to stop wasting so much money. Okay, now watch this. I do not have a problem with us helping other countries. As a big dog, you're supposed to do that. But you can't consistently help other countries at the cost of the people in America. You can't do that. At the end of the day, it always has to be this, and I'm going to keep it real with you. It has to be a us or them mentality. Because it's always about survival of the fittest. And the only way you stay number one is by making decisions that benefit America. America with a $34 trillion deficit, we do not have the luxury of giving away another $260 billion. Especially when America is paying $1 billion a day on the interest of the debt that it already has. We cannot keep giving, okay, countries are at war, 100%. But if we do not fix home first, we will be at war. Like every other 3 or 4 months we hear, oh, we got a government shutdown again. We about to shut down the government. Why? Well, because we got to increase, we about to increase the debt ceiling. Or not, we going to lapse the debt. We got to take care of home first. 4% unemployment is still very low unemployment rate. Moving too fast creates the risk of inflation returning. The Fed needs more data before cuts can take place. And then I wrote this down after I did that, because I'm the type of person, I'm going to write down stuff after I write down stuff. So this is a prime example of the government can't save you. I'll set y'all up for that. This is the prime example for the government can't save us. Every bad decision that our government makes, you become responsible for it financially. Okay, let me go a little further with that. Every bad financial decision our government makes, the American people bear the burden of it. Okay, let me dig in a little deeper with that. Every time the government feels like they won't give away some more money, your wages decrease and your homes increase. Your food increases. Your rent increases. Your cost of living increases. Your insurance gets higher. Your car payments get higher. Because our government is not saying we're going to put the American people first, but yet everybody will say everything necessary to get voted in. U.S. homes, new inventory is now waiting a buyer surge. So they have more new homes sitting on the market than ever before. Okay, Trap, what does that mean? People can't afford them. Okay, let me dig a little further than that. In just 2 years, the number of homes on the market has doubled. This comes after single homes available have increased, watch this, 481,000 in May. That's the highest in 16 years. As a result, it would take 9 months to dispose of the total inventory of current homes for sale that is more than 2022. You know why? Because people are saying, it's not worth me living in this house no more. I don't want to buy that house anymore. I don't want a dream house no more. I wanted it, and I can't think of what episode it was, but they had an episode we came in and said where new homes were being, like, I can't think of, so I can't even give you the right thing to look for it, Jose. It was when we said that the people were saying, okay, let's build a home, and then just giving up on the down payment, like, nope, I ain't even worrying about it. I'm good. I'm straight. Because the cost to finish the home, they'd rather take the loss on a down payment. I don't know what episode that was, Jose, because I can't give you what it was, but I remember that. It was like more people are saying, I think we talk about Toll Brothers or something. It was, you go through the idea, the concept of building a home, you pay the down payment, and you be like, nope, I'm straight. I'll take that L. I'm good. We done showed this stat so many times. It is now more expensive to own a home than to rent. So watch this. The sellers can't even use that as leverage no more. You know, to be like, hey, you paying more for rent than you paying to own a home. It's not the case no more. So watch this. I need us moving forward, bro. I need us to be financially aware of what we doing. Let me go a little further to show y'all something. Listen, I was just writing stuff down. I was like, all right, because you know me, I'm a research person. I like research. So I'm in my notes. Watch this, Jose. Now, Jerome Powell said that things are getting better. Watch this. Wholesale prices of boneless chicken breasts have skyrocketed 67% this year. This is more than 4 times the price of beef and pork, which increased by 15 and 16% this year. In comparison, year to year, bacon prices and future franks have all risen by 7%. Inflation in most food categories remain high, and meat prices are expected to be the most significant in price hikes. You paying more for chicken breast, you paying more for turkey bacon, you paying more for bacon, you paying more for beef, you paying more for all type of meats that you're eating, you're paying more. Where's the price stability? So watch this. That tells us this. This is about to be so good, Jose. Deciding what you're going to eat for dinner now is a life-changing decision. Deciding how far you're going to stretch this food. Now, for some of us, that was always a thing. It's gravy and rice Monday through Wednesday. It's gravy and rice Monday through Thursday. Friday you get something, you better eat that Sunday, get it how you live. Saturday, Sunday, get it how you live. We are cooking corn and rice. Egg and rice, corn and rice, whatever your thing was. Bologna and cheese. That's old school right there. These new children don't know nothing about putting the bologna in the skillet with the butter till it bubble up like a little, boop. You feel me? The bologna, boop. You can't give it to eat bologna now, but guess what? Pull a red from around that thing. Pull a red. I don't know what the red was, but I pulled a red from around it. I don't know what the red was, but I'm pulling it from around it. I'm pulling the red from around it, and I'm putting it in the skillet, and I know it's ready when it turns into a little dome. Or it turns upside down. Come on.
That's why the $5 is. We just talked about it.
You feel me? But bruh, now, look at this, bro. Fast food prices have skyrocketed by 30% over 4 years, Jose. At what point do we realize that this game is a mandatory for us?